Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Tuesday, December the 22nd market update. On the economic front, third quarter final GDP was a little weaker than expected at 2.2%. Forecast was for 2.7%. Existing home sales beat forecast up 7.4% or 6.54 million. Forecast was for 6.25 million. Economic reports for tomorrow are personal income and outlays. Forecast is 0.5%. Consumer sentiment, forecast is 73.5. New home sales, forecast is 440,000. And of course, the EIA petroleum status report. The dollar and oil were both up today. Gold, silver, and copper were down. Light sweet crude futures, the February contract, was up 68 cents today to settle at $74.40 a barrel. Take a quick look at WTIC, West Texas Intermediate Crude, on the point and figure chart. It is on a sell signal. It has a bearish price of J65. We may or may not get there, but keep an eye on this. It's still been, gaining some ground lately, but it's got some overhead trend line resistance up here at 77.78. So we'll have to see what happens with oil. I expect it to go lower before higher, but that will remain to be seen. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow closed up 50 points to 10,464. The S&P closed up 4 points to 1,118, and the Nasdaq closed up 15 points to 2,252. The Nasdaq had the largest percent gain at 0.67%, and the S&P had the smallest percent gain at 0.36%. So the Dow still in its channel. The S&P actually broke out higher today in its channel. I do like how the MACD is turning back up, but of course there's like half the volume right now. Normal because Wall Street's on vacation, except for us that are listening to this or recording this or whatever. We have to work for a living. So, so I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens here, but the market seems to be getting awful complacent about just grinding higher. Of course, Nasdaq still looking good, still on fire. Let's look at GS. Goldman Sachs kind of broke out right here, peeked its head above. Now it's consolidating sideways, so it still looks all right. Let's look at the XLF. Same with it. Still right around this trend line, but still looks, still looks good. Let's look at gold. Gold got here near this area of support, so keep an eye on it. It may, reverse and turn higher from here. We've pulled back quite a ways, so keep your eye on GLD, the ETF. Silver, indecisive candle today. Buying and selling was pretty even. So keep your eye on it too. Eventually they're going to break out and go turn back up, I believe. It's just a matter of keeping your eye on it so you can catch it. 13 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The home construction index had the largest percent gain at 3.93%. The utility sector was the weakest, down 0.79%. Here is a quick snapshot there of the 16 sectors that I follow. Let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX, I don't know if that was, did it really go that low today, or is that a bad tick on there? But I don't know. It was down another 4.64%. Again, I'm talking about this complacency. It makes me nervous when the VIX just keeps sliding and sliding. So it makes me think something bad's going to happen. We're going to have some, but it may not. I'm still cautiously bullish. Chart watch. Let's look at some home builders. I like this Murtage Home, MTH, is in this channel down. Watch it for a breakout with some volume above around 19. KBH, KB Home, had a breakout today actually above its downtrend line, so might want to jump on that one. Lennar, I would wait for it to break out probably above this 14 or so before I would jump on Lennar, but it's one to watch. Refiners, still watch them. I still think this time of the year they could go higher. TSO, Hollycorp, HOC, some sideways consolidation here, going nowhere. Retailer, Lulu, nice breakout today out of its ascending triangle. TVL, been watching it, broke out here, went up a little bit higher today, still looks good, should have plenty of room to run up a little higher there out of the triangle. Rhino, another one just sitting there consolidating, which should be bullish, so keep an eye on it for its next move higher. Jarden, JAH, already broke out of this ascending triangle, but it's real strong. It looks good. A lot of volume coming in here. AOI, another one, had a breakout. Now it's just sitting there consolidating, sitting right on the top of the that trend line there. CGA, I think I talked about this yesterday. Should have some, you should consolidate here. You might want to wait for it to break out above the trend line, but it should have support around this 14 or so area, right in, right through here. China's been really weak. Probably one of the few China stocks actually was positive today, fertilizer stock. Amazon, of course, Amazon still looks good. I would expect it to make it back to its high. Emerson, been talking about this one. It was rejected by this 43 resistance, but I still like the pattern. I still think it has room to move higher. Northern Oil and Gas, good looking chart, like it. Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, right there, ready to just break out and go. 10, another chart I like, looks good. FRT, this Federal Realty Investment Group, nice breakout here. Didn't have much volume though, so keep your eye on it. It may pull back, may be able to get it just a little bit cheaper. Coach, nice ascending triangle, has not broken out yet, close. Apple wants to go higher. Astoria Financial, keep your eye on it. Lots of volume coming down here, right here. Should have some more room to run. Telio Corporation, looking good. Keep your eye on it. You can definitely do maybe some day trade scalping on this one. I expect it to get back up near this high of the just 25, or you could buy it on a dip if we get a dip. TSL, another one I'd try to buy near that trend line if possible. Another one I might try to buy on a dip here, YGE. Principal Financial, possible short right here. Of course, if it breaks out above this trend line, then you better buy it back. But it's definitely in a channel down. Of course, Bucyrus has been strong, still looks good. Watch the chemicals. I think they might be coming back to life. This Dow looks, watch it breaking out of this channel here. It kind of has this trend line support. Another one I like, chemical company, is ALB, is Albemarle, or however it's pronounced. Broke out of this pattern, come back retested, now it's consolidating. I think it should go higher. Home Ends, it's been real strong. It's got some trend line support here. It's tracking sideways. Keep your eye on that one to continue its fly higher. Medifast, this thing's been on fire. Another one's in a channel, so watch the channel on Medifast. Let's go look at the current market signals. Follow the point figure charts for the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. All three of course are on buy signals, and there's really no changes there. And that's really it for today. Thanks for joining me, and remember to always invest sharp.